The following program is intended for mature audiences.
It's the music, movies, and shows you love.
As if we care.
And hate.
You ain't gonna like it none.
And love to hate.
I didn't expect that at all.
This is the Broken Remote.
And coming to you live on tape on this Monday, April 27th, 2026. It is the Broken Remote. Rich here, Will over there, actually Will over there, and you there, as we tackle anything and everything that just comes up into our mind. Will's been flying all over the continental United States, and by all over, I mean basically back and forth from Florida to New York, which is...
Is there other places besides this, California and Utah, home of the Mormon wives?
Oh, that's right, yes.
Yeah.
No, I think if you live in the Northeast, let's say New York or New Jersey, you basically have one destination for 75% of the time.
Are you telling me you've
Florida.
ever met a person from Boise? Like, get real. Come on, don't lie. It's
No,
not.
I have not.
All these government conspiracies about Bigfoot and Flat Earth and JFK being killed. And meanwhile, the biggest one I want to know is where the fuck is Boise on a map? You can point it to me all you want, but unless you've actually been there, get real.
You know what's funny is that I couldn't tell you where probably 75% of the states are. You know, the big ones everybody knows. But then in the middle of the country, I mean, pure struggle. The only reason I know some of them is because the company that I work for, because we have, live markets, I have to try to figure out where they are. Or at some point over my my employment, I've tried to look where these states are, and so I know some of them. But
so you vaguely point to them on a map, and then your boss just goes, yeah, it sounds right.
Yeah.
North Dakota, really? That's a real state? Get real. Come on.
I think I actually might know where North Dakota is.
No,
but the middle ones, like Idaho, no way. Like, not a chance.
No, what do they export? What, sadness? Like, come on.
Right now, that's like 75% of the states right now is sadness.
Okay. I mean, maybe too soon. Yeah. Well,
not many people are rocking and rolling right now. It's been a tough, slow go at it, as obviously gas prices are up all over the place. Diesel prices, which I drive a diesel, which sucks because the diesel prices have just been through the fucking roof.
But what about Mr. Shareholder? Okay, like he needs to make sure he's taken care of, and like the fact that I wake up every morning, Rich, and I provide value to shareholders. Like, sure, I'm getting screwed, but like as long as they're getting it.
Well, I mean, if you happen to be an investor in these oil companies, Yahtzee, brother, because I mean, when they finally come out with their
closet,
their quarterly
Saudi
reports,
Arabia, that many wives, yeah, okay, buddy, yeah.
You would imagine they're going to be doing pretty well. I can't imagine that they're not. As gas now is creeped up, it was going down, and then we didn't get this truce thing, and now all of a sudden it's gone up. But to go to the grander point is that I don't know how many people are really rocking and rolling here in 2026. It's a tough go. Between that and AI taking everybody's jobs, they took our jobs.
They done took our jobs.
They took our jobs.
South Park one.
Which was a great episode, and I was super stoked when I had my oldest son, who's 14, 8th grade going into freshman year, start watching South Parks, and it might have been like the second or third one that I kind of cued him into.
Dad, have you ever seen this episode? And you're like, oh, yes, I have.
Well, I started him on Awesemo. And
okay, that's literally creme de la creme. Like,
it's the best.
Way to start them short.
Well, if I'm going to start,
we've talked about this so many times. Any episode that has Cartman and Butters teaming up in some fashion.
Oh, it's phenomenal, right? And so
one of the greatest scenes in all of television. Sorry to cut you off, but it's
go
the
ahead.
one where is it the awesome one? It's the one where Cartman thinks he's dead and Butters gets tagged along, and then they bring Butters to like the hospital, and there's the machine that just
I don't remember. Well, no, is that the one where Cartman thinks
Yeah,
he's dead?
the
The
one he thinks
whole
he's dead,
episode?
and they bring Butters to like some mental hospital because they think Butters is crazy, and there's this machine where they just do something to Butters, and that gets me crying every single time I see it.
Yeah, it is laugh-inducing.
Whatever
Not
trauma
only
she
you, but many other people also laughed at that one, including the man himself.
Wow.
Awesemo, it was just Cartman was in the Awesemo box the whole time.
It's so good.
And if you remember, that was the one where ultimately he ends up going with all of the governmental people, and they're like, "Oh my God, artificial intelligence! You're so smart, Awesemo."
Adam Sandler is starring alongside Rob Reiner, and there's like a food thing. Oh,
That's sweet.
Not
So
good.
not sweet. So not cool. Getting molested. Which, if you think now, with all of the info that's come out, just the government is just full of dirty birds that are just molesting anything and everything.
They're figuring it out as they go along.
Not far off from the truth. Not far off.
No.
I mean, we've covered this before and said it 8 million times, but that fucking show has been ahead of the curve probably since inception.
No,
I don't know if there's another show that's been that ahead of the curve. I mean, in the history of television, that show, Seinfeld had moments.
Turnaround, and they just nail it. They have a little bit extra room. Like there's people that are just finding out about it and going, guys, I think this is a little upset. It's like, where were you 25 years ago? Like, I'm sorry.
Right. Well, to go back to they ticker jams, when I had Awesemo go into that because I think it's the very next episode, right? So Anthony's watching Awesemo and he goes into the ticker jobs, and I forget the name of that specific episode, but rewatching it, I mean, it's just the border thing all over again. Like, that's all it was. It was the open border and letting people over and illegal immigration and all the whole that whole
is that
thing.
the one with the future people? The Goo
It's the future, yes. They're coming, coming back to work for nothing, right? And it was just basically future people were illegal aliens and all the rest of it. So, but again, I think that episode might have been 2010, 2009, 2010.
I'm really glad to know that we're really making good headway on that. One day,
right? It has not changed.
Yeah, it's really
that right there is
make things right.
15 years later, and we're still in the same place.
Dude, we're figuring it out.
Still in the same place.
We're moving and grooving.
It's beyond. It is beyond.
This is why we had to what we're going to be talking about here today, but like it's 20 years later, dude, and I'm still seeing Jack Black and Paul Rudd starring together in fucking comedy movies. Like, there's no one else.
I hate you. Why are they still around? Why are they still here?
I don't have as great as animosity towards Jack Black as you do, but that said, I'm going to be honest. That movie really made me go, you guys are...
Yeah. So
it's okay, but it was so sanded down. Holy shit!
All right. Well, going back to our last show, which we did a couple of weeks ago, at the very end of the show, I said that I wanted to do a super delayed bracket challenge with the unfunniest people, known to me, or the people that were never found. Right? Yeah, everybody does a bracket challenge in March. We'll do ours in April, May, June, throughout the summer. But it was
tax
spawned.
Was busy for all of us.
Say that again. I missed it. Sorry.
Tax season was busy for all of us. Let's be honest.
Yeah. Oh, I mean, you want to talk about tax season?
Oh I don't want to talk about taxes. Please, anything.
I got stuck in a jam, my wife and I, because we've had the same tax guy now for a decade, 15 years, and he just flaked out. I don't know what happened to the guy. I got to know him through my dad. He does my dad's books for his company, and he's always done right by us. Last couple of years, though, something happened. He flaked out. I think he sold his business, but he still does taxes on the side for some people. But the last 2 years were really awful. So it got to be this year, and we just couldn't put our eggs in his basket because we were like, dude, it was so screwy. So I shoulder tapped the neighbor. Neighbor gave me a guy, and Allie's like, I don't know. I think I've heard of this company, and they're going to be expensive. And I go, yeah, but it's like, it's a family. There's 4 of us. Our taxes are not big. We don't make a lot of money. There's nothing really to do. Like if I knew more about taxes, and I have an MBA in accounting, so I should be able to do our own taxes, but I don't do taxes. Not my thing. So he gave us the fucking bill, man. And I swear to God, I mean, he hates us. You want to try to take a stab at what a small one-family tax filing charge was? Just take a stab. Nope, I lost you again. It might have cut over to your phone again because you're not on mute. And for those of you that are playing along at home, Will a couple weeks ago completely crashed out the program as his phone kicked over and took over his microphone, and then all of a sudden we lost him. Let's see if he's back now, though. He's giving me the nod like that's what happened, I think. And now his face is completely frozen because everything is just going right.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's back.
My phone, and it just is like, and you're gone.
And you're gone.
Apple for being super cool and connecting. What we're just talking about, some of the taxes.
Cash. How much would a one family tax filing charge be?
Is it just W-2s and stuff like that?
Yep,
I just do my own. It's just like 2 W-2s, 1099s for like whatever other nonsense.
Yep. Go ahead. Yep. Well, we have the wife has a camp company. It's got a little bit of revenue, but not a lot.
It's like K1 or so. I feel like I know too much about this shit now. Dude, I have no background and knowledge of what a tax advisor will cost for this shit. I know
just take a stab. Just take a stab.
I'm going to say 1,000. I'm going to be nice. I'm going to say he was.
Oh. Okay. Thanks for playing along. So my wife and I have this beef where she plays the guess how much I got this for, and whenever she does that, it means that she got it at a super cheap rate, and then I just usually lowball the shit out of it, and then I hit it on the mark. Right? How much do you think I got these shoes for? I don't know, $15. Oh, asshole. So here I am doing the opposite, the inverse of that, and you just fucking screwed me. So yes, it was $1,000. It was $1,000. Our old guy charges $250. $250. I mean, and side note, while we're talking about like pure rips, as I'm just boring any listener at home, had a AC company come through today. It was $150 for them just to walk into the door. This is why society right now is fucking off the rails. $150 just to walk in the door, and then after that, it's like, this. You could need this, you could need that. No, I'm gonna pass. So finally, the last big ticket item was a condenser or something. I'm like, all right, I don't know, how much is it? He goes $250 for like it looks like a battery. It's like that big.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna do it. I'm not gonna pay you $250. Well, hold on, let me see how much it is online. Oh, well, if you're gonna go look online, it's going to be like $50, but we do the installation and the handling.
He presses 4 buttons on TurboTax. I'm sorry, like I go through it it's not that bad.
Listen to this. So the AC guy, I'm like, I don't want it. I'm not going to pay you $250 for a part that you just told me was $50 fucking dollars if I went to Home Depot and bought it myself. And then all of a sudden he goes, well, I mean, I'll work with you. I'm like, oh, you'll work with me? What does that mean?
Thank you so much, sir.
$100 cash? I said, yeah, sure. Okay, here's $100 cash. $250 down to $100 cash. And if it was done at $100 cash, they're still making money on it. So you know that it was fucking nothing. But that is the world in which we live. Whether it's taxes or AC companies, they are just looking to drill you over and over and over. That's what it is. But yes, you were right. You ruined the game. It was $1,000.
I'm so good at this.
All right. Now all the way back to where we were before. So what spawned our bracket challenge was Unfunny People. And Unfunny People, what started me on it was I had seen Anaconda. And then I had seen
what started you. I literally was like, okay, that Jack Black. We were just talking about him. Okay,
Well,
So it's your fault. Yeah.
I think I talked more about SNL because I had watched SNL after Anaconda, but no, Anaconda is what started the whole thing. So, and you just saw it this past weekend?
It was so mid, dude. It was just
It was
like
terrible.
it was just like
You're being too nice.
but I feel like I'm not because like it wasn't that it was bad. It's just like I was just so bored, which
Oh
is
no,
the
it was
worst thing to
bad.
do.
It was
No,
bad.
so I think give me a second to explain because I think
Sure. You
bad
can
is
have more
different
than a second.
because there's bad fun movies where it's fun
Yes.
because of how bad it is. And
Yes,
then
of
there's
course.
regular good movies. And this was so like middle to bad, where it's in that boring zone where I'm like, why am I watching this? I've seen this exact movie so many times.
So many
It's
times.
so fucking boring. And then, oh look, they're referencing Ice Cube and Jennifer Lopez. Guess they're gonna appear at the end of the movie.
Where's their
Look,
cameo?
there's Ice Cube and fresh off the
Where is it?
fresh off the scene of War of the Worlds. Here comes Ice Cube. And then, oh my god, just Jack Black being Jack Black. It was just like, do you have any thoughts about the movie? The only thing I really have is that
Yeah, my
the
thought
scene
is
with
that
the
it sucked
snake dying was funny, and then
donkey
the
nuts.
first snake dying was funny, and then and the one where they're in the yard or whatever, or the field with the pig on his back. That was
Yes. Okay.
all it got me.
So I had seen that. They showed that in the fucking trailer, right?
Dude,
And
exactly. That's why I watched it because I was like, oh, this looks funny. Okay.
yeah. So for those of you playing along at home, if you had seen the Anaconda trailer, they featured the scene where there is a pig strapped to Jack Black's back, and he's running with this pig, this fake prosthetic pig, but it's supposed to be a real pig, on his back through the field, and it was funny. However, when you're watching the movie and you've seen the trailer, and all of a sudden you get to that part, you know what's coming. And I mean, you would know what's coming anyway because you've been like, okay, well, that's where the punchline is. But it was one of the funnier moments of the movie. Now, luckily, I had kind of forgotten about it because it was been a while since I'd seen the trailer. And so, I did get a chuckle out of it, I will admit. But, I mean, it just would have been funnier if I just never saw it coming, right? And they just dropped it on you. But, I mean, think about it. That's what you needed to get a laugh out of that movie was some over-the-top, prop scene with a pig strapped to his back.
Like the fact, it was the funniest scene in the movie, but like it's what happened with that Hubie Halloween one. They do. I mean, granted, this is how marketing works, but it's like they trick you with it, and then you watch their movie, and then you're just going, "That it? What else you got? What else you got?" I should have known that it was going to be mid based on the fact that this movie came out how long ago, and I was like, "Oh, that trailer looks funny," and then I heard nothing about it since.
No,
I've heard no one talk about it.
It might have been out Christmas to like January, but I mean, it hadn't, or maybe it was even after that. I'd have to look it up.
It was
let's see,
his most Paul Ruddy, and it had Jack Black being his most Jack Blacky, and it had two of their friends in two other roles that I don't remember.
Anaconda was 2025. So when did it premiere? Anaconda premiere. December 25th. It was Christmas weekend. Aww. It was like the holiday weekend. Yep.
They had the family bond over the mutual distaste for this average movie.
And do you want to take a stab at what the Rotten Tomatoes score was?
The Rotten Tomatoes? Oh, ooh.
Go ahead.
I'm going to say 80%. I'm going to say the critics were like, this is a fun for the whole family.
Oh, jeez.
Am I nailing it?
No, you're off. And I'm trying to do the, here it is. There we go. I don't know why. It was, you should have stuck with your gut, bro. It was 47%.
Holy shit.
47%. That's what it was.
You know what? Good.
Yeah, Good. It was 47%.
I'm happy.
You said it was mid, and that's what it was. I wonder what the box office, let's see, Anaconda 2025 box office. What do you think it did? Offhand.
In the box office? Wasn't it on streaming?
No, it was in the box office first.
Was it actually?
Yeah.
Oh my! $200 million. It crushed it.
Do you think it broke 75?
Oh, if you have to ask something that specific, that means no, it did not.
I don't know. I haven't looked yet. I'm about to
Oh,
pull it
okay.
up. I'm trying to play it along at home too as I do the driving here. But I'm
gonna say under in that case.
I like to think of myself as a good odds maker. 75, I think, is pretty fair. I probably would have went under 2. I think I might have made it too aggressive. Maybe I should have went like 55 or 65. 75, I think, is an under. Let's see. Anaconda box office. This is a tough one. I don't know which way to go here. Okay. Overall or domestic? Which one are we going with?
Overall.
Really? Oh, okay.
No,
all right. Overall worldwide, 135 million,
okay.
which is way
I'm
more
looking
than
at the
I thought.
budget now. The budget was 45 million, apparently.
45 million, which makes sense. Domestically, it was 65 million. And I always rank everything domestically. I never do the worldwide stuff, especially now because the worldwide has kind of replaced the DVD era. So when they used to sell DVDs and all this straight, that's how they used to make all their money back. Now they just do that shit by pumping this stuff worldwide, which is why we talked about it like years past when we talked about the Meg. They did the Meg and they did it out in like China. We went to like a Chinese beach. And it was like, why are they going to a Chinese beach? Skyfall, remember? Or was it Skyfall? The movie The Rock is in with the Skyfall is
the Skyscraper.
Skyscraper. Yeah, I think that was the name.
Like
Skyfall, I think
is
is
same time. Yeah,
007. But yeah, Skyscraper, whatever. Remember, it was a big, tall, gigantic skyscraper that he had to run and save, and that was in China or Japan. It was like, why is he out in China?
As
or
a
Japan?
premise, though, like the movie sounds so solid. Like just as a quick plot summary.
Are we talking about Anaconda?
Anaconda, yeah.
Okay, we're going back to Anaconda.
Like the idea is, so the movie is basically, adult friends. They used to make movies when they were in high school. One of them is now an actor. One's like a filmmaker, but he's like doing like marriage videos. And eventually, all these friends get back together, realize they want to make a change to their lives, and apparently, the one friend has the rights to the Anaconda film franchise, so they're going to go make a indie film about the whole movie, and then hijinks will ensue. And I feel like they had that premise, and like this is so genius, and it's going to just lead to so many crazy hijinks. And they had 7 different scripts, and then they never bothered to make one. They just took bits of every 7 and like, this is fine, just throw it in, we'll see what happens. There's so much shit here in this movie that goes nowhere, that gets way too much screen time, where even the snake, especially the snake.
Yeah, the snake is like ridiculous, but I mean, whatever. I mean, the snake in the first one was ridiculous, right?
I know. I think that was like the point of it.
Yeah.
Maybe I'm giving it too much credit.
No, I do think that it was some kind of amalgamation of like 8 scripts that sat on a shelf, and they were like, "Oh, we'll just throw it together." Like that pig scene came from another script. I guarantee you that that scene came from another script, and they just put it into this one. I don't even I wonder if Anaconda was it an Ice Cube production? I don't even know.
I have no idea. Does he have a production company? Is that what the kind of money you get after doing all those?
I thought he did. Cast and crew, director.
All that world money finally coming together.
I don't know any of these producers, but I don't know. Let's see. What is the? No, I don't know any of the cast and crew or the company. It just felt like something that somebody had the rights. It literally felt like the movie. Somebody had the rights to it, and so they wanted to make money off of it, and so they decided to do this comedic slant and throw it together and throw it into the movies, and that's ended up what happened. But Jack Black in it just, I mean, we've said this before. He just does Jack Black. That's it. You know who really mailed it in was Paul Rudd, though. Paul Rudd didn't.
Dude, 100%. And I feel like he can kind of act.
Wow.
I feel like he kind of can, but not here. Here was it was him with his good buddy.
Yeah,
and
there's been a couple now that I think he's mailed it in. This one really noticeable.
Yeah, this one 100%. He did not give a fuck. He was so checked out.
Not a lick. I just, it was, I can't say I was a disappointment because I really didn't have high hopes going into it. I think I was just more floored that it was worse than what I thought. Like you said, it was mid. Yeah, sure, I could see it was
But
mid, but I
it was
expected a little
so
more.
boring, dude. I checked my phone
Yes,
so much while watching this movie. It was like, why am I even watching this if I'm looking at my phone instead for short videos? Oh
Right. Where
my
are we going
God.
here?
It was so
Where are we
boring.
going?
Why?
Somebody tell me.
Your movie is supposed to think that I'm paying attention to. I should at least be able to go like, oh, that was cool. Like, maybe,
Right.
okay, granted, maybe my short attention span is completely gone, but it was just so
Right.
mid. I have nothing else to say about it. I have nothing else to say about it. It was just like, yeah, that happened. That was
Well,
a movie that was there.
you
That
didn't
was
see it in
an
the
hour and a half
theater, right? You saw it this weekend,
No,
so
I
it was
saw it on
streaming
Netflix.
somewhere.
Yeah, it was on Netflix.
Oh, that's right. That's where we saw it too. It came on Netflix, and so we watched it. I watched it with Allie. And it was again just torture. It was a chore to get through the damn thing. You know, I think we actually might have paused it halfway through and taken like a half an hour off because I forget what. We might
Fair.
have got food or something. It was like, Jesus, it was just not great. But I didn't expect it. And then Ice Cube did come in the end and pause, and then
I'm glad you said
J
it 'cause I
Lo,
was thinking it.
and then J Lo jumped in as well, and then she had the final scene of the movie. But the reason that I had again brought this up was because I'd seen that was thoroughly just unimpressed.
Mhm.
And then it was the SNL episode with him at night where he just sang through the whole fucking show, which is what you would expect from him. And then I was just like, I just can't believe it. It's been 30 years watching this guy. And again, I still laugh internally when I think about the fact that I saw a cable guy in the theater and Jack Black was a bit player to Matthew Broderick of all people. And he was like a serious actor. Like he was trying to be kind of like a serious comedic actor. He wasn't doing, oh, I'm Jack Black. I sing all my shit. This is my script.
But did you know he was in Tenacious D? I'm not sure if you knew that. I'm not sure if you knew that, Rich, because that's kind of his entire career for the last couple of years.
I mean, if you don't know that, he'll tell you.
Oh, yes, he will. They still go on tour, which honestly, I would see them live. I mean, depending on the price.
I
I think
feel
it'd be
like
fun. I sang them so much, dude, in like middle school and early high school.
I
sang
think
so
Tenacious
much
D when it
Tenacious
came out was good, right? It was original. It
It'd be
was
for the nostalgia hit. Yeah, it's just he went so over skis in terms of like where I ever thought he would be. Then like did you see him being this big? It's just one of those things where like he's never gonna get that famous, right? Oh fuck, yes he did.
Well, whoa. Is he big or does he have longevity?
Is it not both?
I don't think so. Like big is
I would say both, dude.
Really? Wow.
They had him like I am Steve. Like they have
Okay.
Jack Black headlining the
All right.
Minecraft movie. Like it's not because like he's had a good career. It's just lasted for a while where he occasionally pops up. No, it's like he has just never died as a star. He's as big now as he was like back in 2008 as
That's
fucking
interesting
Kung
to
Fu
think
Panda.
of. I never thought of him as big. I just thought he was one of these longevity guys.
And it's
But
not
now
a
that you're
fat
talking
joke that
about
he's
it,
big.
well, you can make it. I mean, there's somebody who is
He'd
completely
understand.
anti-Ozempic. That guy does not want any part of Ozempic.
Yeah, it's his brand.
Yeah,
His brand.
fucking fatter the better. I guess maybe you're right. Maybe he's bigger than. I just always thought he was
People don't
just
give
as
a
safe.
fuck about The Rock right now. Jack Black still kicking.
Does Jack Black have better box office sellability, whatever, appeal than The Rock? Does Jack Black currently have more appeal than The Rock when it comes to a box office ticket?
Yes. I'm going to say yes. I will put my money down on that easily.
I didn't expect that at all.
But you're probably right.
We got him thinking. We got him thinking.
Yeah, you're probably right. Because I mean, The Rock, nobody cares about anything that he's in, and whatever he's in is
are you
terrible.
gonna watch Moana live action? No, people are gonna take it. That one's gonna.
That movie can't come out soon enough for him.
That one's gonna be so interesting, dude. I am so excited to see like Disney go. And now watch this pulling this nostalgia money. Where is it?
Do you think it?
And it's going to be
hits?
like the movie came out 10 years ago. What nostalgia money? Like
yeah, it's way too early for nostalgia.
Kids are like they're 17. They're going to be like, why the fuck would I watch this? They're not sad millennials like myself that are like 20 years from their childhood, going like, please give me something. Remind me of the child I once was.
Well, that oddly enough that you bring that up, because I was thinking about remakes, right? And I was thinking about movies that were like in the 90s, and I'm like, they're 30 years, right? So if you wanted to do like a kick-ass remake, couldn't you? I mean, Tarantino probably would never let you redo it, but what about, because I'm bringing this up because I watched Reservoir Dogs with my oldest son, and he loved it, and it's a great. I hadn't seen it in so long, and it's just such a great flick. But I was like, man, like that was 94, maybe 92. I think it was 92. Like you can't redo Reservoir Dogs now. It's been 30 years. But we're not going to do that. We're going to do Moana. Like that's what you get.
Moana. Oh, it's going to be so good. Oh, I'm so excited. The Moana extended universe. Oh, thank you, Disney. Please. I was thinking about the other day, dude. Bob Iger went from probably one of the most like, this is one of the greatest CEOs in living memory. No one has run a company more efficiently. Look at how his legacy is secured. Comes back for 3 years. Utterly just like, wow, talk about right time. Get
night. And he's just sitting there and he's just like, that is not how this works. Nope, it is. It is. Not everything you touch turns to gold.
Fire. Yeah, no, well, technically he's sunk with it. That's what it looks like.
Yeah, well, Disney on a whole. Now, I have not seen the new Mall, but word is that
good. My brother, he loves Star Wars, so he likes it. But I mean, he's also incredibly biased, so I'm not sure I can trust his Star Wars opinion because he's just anything that's above Boba Fett. He's like, oh, thank God they saved Star Wars. It's like, dude, I think you can have standards.
Yeah. I mean, we have. I almost, there's certain days that I just want to revisit all of our Star Wars bashing, just because I feel like you can just go in at any time and peel back new layers of the onion, and it doesn't get old. Even though there's nothing more that we can cover that we haven't talked about before, but God, I want to go into it again. Because, truth be told, I've been trying to post a little bit to the Broken Remote Twitter feed just for shits and giggles. I'm terrible at social, so it'll never catch. But I did follow a couple like Star Wars things, and people do continually just revisit how bad the sequel trilogy was. I mean,
it wasn't great.
It was not.
I am curious what's going to happen in the future. Eventually, maybe something's going to. There will be some nostalgia look for like, it wasn't as bad as we thought it was. It's going to be like,
right.
Well,
you would think that you could you could just use time travel, whatever you want, redo the sequel trilogy. But, Carrie Fisher's dead, and Harrison Ford wants no part of it.
No, he does not. He doesn't want a part of any of the franchises that made it. He just wants to build cabinets in the woods, dude.
Yeah, he is so
I don't know why. I don't know why. Like, dude, you're so old. There is a guy who's fun. Like, I don't understand some of these old people, dude. This is totally unrelated. But there is a guy I was talking to who does option margin trading for his like multi-million-dollar account. He's 84 years old.
What?
Buddy,
dude,
you're
hang
done.
it up.
You're done. Like, why?
Hang it up, bro.
Why are you? This sounds exhausting. Like, he's calling like people every day to like figure shit out. It's like, buddy, you got it. Like,
well, you make money, and then you could spend it. I mean, I would love to be making money every day.
I never had to make that much money again. Like, I don't know what his goal was. He was set. He
probably still is set, you know?
Yeah. But what? You're 84. What are you doing?
Yeah.
It's done.
But
you're
maybe he does. My dad's 82. He owns an auto body shop in northern Jersey. He is not retired because if he retired, he'd do nothing. Like there'd be nothing for him to do.
Yes.
So,
Yeah.
I mean, he's retired and he's not retired. Like he gets up, does his morning routine, goes to the shop, gets to hang out with a bunch of guys, gets coffees and all that kind of shit. Somebody else works the office, does the estimates. He's there just kind of as the overseer, wealth and knowledge, probably, 70 years plus of automotive knowledge. And he gets everything done. And if he wants to take a vacation, he just takes a vacation, right? He just takes off and he's like, guys, I'm going to be out. You guys can run it, and I'm out. So maybe that 84-year-old guy doing options the same way. Like, he's just doing it because, like, what else is he going to do? He does anything that he wants to anyway. I wonder if he's crushing it, right? Because
he was doing well for himself.
Because all you read about with AI is how the machines are taking over everything. I'm a big football fan. All you hear about is how AI is
the money this
impacting
guy was trading was like he was controlling where the stock was going, basically, with the money this guy was moving. It was absurd.
Well, that's the one part with the zero DTE options.
It was absurd. Like me and the other guy that were looking at the account were just like, why? Like this is an absurd amount of money to move every single day on margins with options trading. And it like just everything about it was just like, buddy, like this is going great. But like if you fuck up, which maybe that's it. Maybe the stress just he's got like one aneurysm in his head that's just about to go off, but that level of stress just has this fucking like blockage of blood. Just, keeping him from dying.
Maybe it keeps the wang going,
Yeah.
Maybe it's that.
Honey, we got 5 minutes.
And there we go.
We just placed a major trade.
And then let's go.
This is not a drill. God bless America.
Stevie's ready. Let's rock.
Let's ride.
But,
oh, God, yeah.
Doesn't it feel like, because I have one of my computers has the market charts going all day long, and I'm basically tied into futures, and I watch the futures go up and down every day. But, like, doesn't it just feel, whether it's the markets or news or anything else or the AI, like it just feels like everything is kind of on, like, the cliff of bullshit, and eventually we're just all going right downhill. And I know we've been saying this for so long. I know we've been saying this forever. But it's just now I watch the markets every day and I'm like, this is junk. Like, this is not, I don't even think the markets know what's going on.
We had a great ride. Yeah. It's just.
Dude, look at any chart from like 2016 to 2026. And it is just fucking up.
Mm-hmm.
Stocks
Dude, our
only
market
go
is being
up.
held up on the fact that the new Marvel movie better work. Like that's what's doing. It's like, God, I hope the Doomsday movie's good.
Oh, well, this fucking kid.
Otherwise we are so fucked.
This kid's good. So back to Disney and the fact that it's like on the cusp because we're mall and we're talking about Moana and Disney hanging on the fritz. Because I have been trying to get my hands on. They just came out and showed the trailer last week at. It wasn't Comic-Con. It was something else, right? Or was it Comic-Con?
There's so many.
Or was it like Marvel Con?
I
can't even follow the cons. So many goddamn cons.
Uh-huh. I'm getting conned. Yeah, it's great.
That's right. Yeah, every day in life, I'm just getting conned. But anyway, they came out with a trailer, and I read some of the synopsises, and I guess some people tried to leak it, and it immediately got taken off the X. But you're right. Like, they're just putting everything in that basket. I mean, I think Spider-Man's just going to kind of come and go, and people are going to like watch it and be like cool with it, but then they're just going to lose focus and be on the next one.
This works out, dude. Otherwise, we are so fucked.
Can it not work out?
I think Spider-Man's such a strong, just like character that everyone knows and loves. I think that one will be fine. But Doomsday is just like Spider-Man. People, I think, my opinion is, I like the Spider-Man movies. They're a little bit more contained. They still got that
Which set? Which trilogy?
Oh, like
the newest ones, the Marvel, the MCU, Spider-Man.
Yeah, they're good. They're like they're a little self-contained. He appears from now and again, but they're like relatively smaller scale than the Avengers movies. And you see like other actors come in occasionally. They're fun. They're cute. They're not the new Avengers movie, which is just like your ex-girlfriend who broke up with you is just outside like, please,
Wait, I see where you
Rich,
go with this.
I always loved you. Take me back. And you're like, this is gross.
Well, that's what the Russos are trying to do,
Oh
right?
yeah.
They dialed up the Russos. They bring
Oh,
it
right
back.
after Electric State, dude. Oh
Robert.
my god, they've been on such a great streak.
Oh, God. We did Electric State. Go back in the archives and look it up. Was Electric State Russos?
Yeah.
Was
Yeah,
it?
that
I
was the
can't.
Russos, the Gray Man, which had fucking
Gray Man I have not seen yet, so I don't know anything about it.
Same thing as Electric State, dude. It is
Really?
just like
Man.
it could have been really good, and I mean I love me some Ryan Gosling, but it is just like,
Well, it's him
what are you
and Captain America, right?
he was great. Unironically, Captain America was phenomenal in it. He plays like this douchebag frat guy who's like also a mercenary. He's the main villain.
His name is
He's
Chris
phenomenal.
Evans.
Yeah, Chris Evans was awesome in it. He was so hateable, and you're just like, okay, this is great. Ryan Gosling is just like, I'm not even going to try to act in this one, and I know he can act. He was just like,
He mailed it in that one.
He was just like, I'm just going to be. He didn't try. He was just like, I'm silent assassin.
Fair.
I'm super badass.
Well, good for him. We all have misses, right? I mean,
it was a $200 million John Wick, dude. It's like, I already got John Wick, and it's just so much better.
I did watch him in what the fuck was the movie? Oh, Fall Guy. Ryan Gosling was in Fall Guy.
Wasn't that Ryan Reynolds, or is that another one?
No, it was Ryan Gosling. And the Fall Guy he was like a stunt man.
Oh, that one. Yeah, was that good?
Dude, the movie was terrible, but like he tried. Like it was, it was supposed to be kind of like a slapstick comedy type deal, but or an action comedy. But like he put effort in there, so you're putting effort into fucking Fall Guy.
Mhm.
Go ahead and take the Gray State.
Yeah.
Go ahead and take one off. Take the paycheck. Enjoy yourself.
You know what? Sometimes you need it. You gotta make sure that kid goes to college.
Right. So, but yeah, the Electric State with the Russos, I just remember it was AI, robots took over, and then there was a handshake agreement or something, like you guys stay in your lane and I stay in.
Character. Yeah, it was so weird.
And it was Star-Lord was the.
Yeah, Star-Lord, who was just doing his most phone-in Chris Pratt impression, which is crazy because he is Chris Pratt.
Yeah.
And he just did not want to be there. And then you had Millie Bobby Brown being her Millie Bobby Brown.
That's right. She was in it.
She was too much in it.
Speaking of Millie Bobby Brown, as we bump around to all kinds of different content, I have not seen it. Did you watch any of the animated Stranger Things thing that just came out? There's an animated Stranger Things that I'm pretty sure just came out. But it is a story in that time frame, but obviously they can't shoot it with everybody, so they made it yeah. I think it was one of the things that came out recently. Here, let's check it out here. I'm gonna see. I'm battling issues here with
Tales from '85. What the fuck is this?
Yeah, there you go. Tales from '85. So
I like the art style. Okay, never mind. His
Tales
nose is fucking
from
huge.
'85.
Is it actually his voices?
And I'm pretty sure it just came out. Let's see, 65 on Rotten Tomatoes. Not great on on IMDb. But yeah, there it is. Just came out.
Well, that's interesting.
Popcorn meter's 50. The reviews are 62.
Okay.
Original characters face new monsters and paranormal activity. This will be one for us to watch. Now, who did they have do the voices?
They're just random. I'm looking at it right now. This is just so weird. Okay.
It can't be the name, the people, right?
No, it's not them. The guy, they're like, we're saving money on this. God help us.
There's not a one, right?
Weird. Okay. I guess get that bread. Good job for you guys. Yeah, I don't know.
They didn't really talk about this. They just kind of dropped it.
No,
I remember when they announced it. They kind of plugged it. But I mean, then it came out and they gave more pub. Jesus Christ, come on here. There's so many friggin' here it is. So 11 is Brooklyn, Davy, Nordstedt.
Whoever the
Dustin's
hell that is.
Braxton Quinney. Yeah, I mean, look at these people. This is like, I don't
You know
know.
what? After Stranger Things cost like how many fucking million for that season? Yeah, they're like, no, we're making money now.
Yeah, let's see. Who's Brooklyn, Davy,
We're gonna have
Nordstedt?
bad writing. We're gonna have actors no one's heard of that don't have agents yet.
Is she in any? Oh my God. 11 is in one other thing.
Good for her. You know what?
Is there
You
anybody?
get that bread, queen.
Who was
They're
who was
all
another
nobodies.
one of
They're
the?
all nobodies. But anyway,
There's got to be
moving on
somebody.
before we get in this rabbit hole. Like
Yeah,
what
yeah,
other
yeah, yeah, yeah.
like what
Gotcha.
other? I mean, let's get back to the reason we were here today, which is our list of failed people that have failed us. I guess in the
Oh my
mainstream
God,
media.
yes. Well, I threw out the 16. If you want to just go through, I mean, give me ones that you definitely want on there, ones you do not. Then I'll come up with the brackets and we can face them off against each other. Do
So
you want to?
I'll give you my short list. So Ryan Reynolds is on there. Now,
All right.
honestly, it was going to be Ryan Reynolds. I do like you, buddy, but like this fucking thing with your wife right now, you got to stop. Because
What's going on with him and his wife?
that whole the Justin Baldoni "This Ends with Us" thing, that drama from like a year ago that I'm still hearing about.
Oh, I don't. I kind of
Oh,
remember hearing about
there
it,
was
but I'm not
his
up to date with
wife
it.
is like an ice queen. It turns out on the set of this movie, and she was like, it's a lot of he said, she said,
Oh, yeah, yeah. This has to do
regardless
with
of
some
what
kind of
happens.
production, right?
Exactly, and whatever ends up happening, basically the short of it is, his wife's clearly a little psychotic. If you couldn't tell,
Who is his wife?
Blake Lively.
Blake Lively.
Yeah,
Right. Yeah, yeah.
so she's clearly like a little nutty. But he's another one I've seen too much from. That said, he is not as in the fucking limelight as some of these other ones. So The Rock's on my list. I think that's probably safe for both of us.
I mean, I have The Rock on the short list. I mean, I the reason I can't do The Rock is I just think when he was The Rock in WWE, he was so fucking good, and he was so
Got
funny.
that nostalgia tied to him.
Yeah, I mean, I mean nowadays, but I got it. All right, so The Rock, Ryan Reynolds.
So we got the comedian crew. We can lump this in together, but there's one I would really like to weigh on his own. So we got you got your Joe Rogans and a lot of like his general sphere that surrounds him, basically.
Yes, I have Joe Rogan in her.
Yeah, Joe Rogan is just like, God, please stop. Bert Kreischer is the one that gets his own bucket.
Oh yeah, I had Bert
He-
Kreischer
okay, good.
on the out, but we can get him in there for
I,
sure.
I would like him in if possible because he is just one that he's like you keep stomping on this cockroach and he will not die.
Want me to take my shirt off?
First off, that's way too deep of a laugh. It's like you're hearing.
I am the machine. I am the machine.
My one bit from 15 years ago. Oh my god!
That's right.
Now for my next joke, I'm going to talk about my daughter's period. What?
That's his.
Why?
That's his.
Why?
That's
Why?
his laugh. You're right.
It's
He
so
talks about something
annoying.
and then he can't control himself anymore.
So next one, other big one for me, Kevin Hart, dude.
Kevin Hart. I had Kevin Hart on the
Holy
outs, but can
shit.
definitely put him in. Yes.
Like I'm not seeing him as much, but then I just saw that he wasn't going to make my list, and then honestly, yesterday night I'm looking for shows to watch, and there's a roast of Kevin Hart going on Netflix, and I cannot imagine anything I would want to watch less.
Did they have a roast of Kevin
They're
Hart?
making one. They're making one on.
Oh, they're
Netflix.
making one.
Yeah,
Okay.
they're making one, which is just like, why? Like, God, what a fall from grace.
Well, it goes back to your Disney nostalgia thing. You know, you need something nostalgic that is in recent memory that people can say, "Oh yeah, I remember that," rather than something that's actually nostalgic that you could give new life to.
It's just so crazy that it's just like the roast of Kevin Hart. He's in every fucking Chase commercial with the fucking Williams sisters. Like, dude, make it
DraftKings
special.
with LeBron.
Oh my god, it's crazy. It's bananas. Next one. So this is power round. I'm just lumping them all in together. I'm just going to go
Sure.
late night hosts: Seth Meyers, Jimmy Fallon, Jimmy Kimmel, the like. I am excluding Conan O'Brien because
No,
I
he's
think
good.
he's funny. He's awesome. I actually laugh when I watch his stuff, and he seems very original.
No, I like Conan. I had Fallon, Kimmel. I have no problem getting Seth Meyers in there somehow.
Yeah, he's even blander than the rest of them, but I think he deserves his spot on that dais. My last one for right now, I just gave him his own, was Stephen Colbert, mainly because I'm still bitter about the Lord of the Rings thing, and I refuse to get over it.
Those that do not know what he's talking about, Will is a colossal Lord of the Rings fan, and I guess it was recently Stephen Colbert
Yeah,
somehow, who is also a fan, but because he's
so
famous,
undeserved.
gets the right to actually write for future productions related to the Lords of the Ring world. What is it? What is it that he's writing? Is it a new
He's just
show?
writing like a sequel series, which is just bananas.
Ugh.
Like, why are you getting this? I almost put Chris Pratt, but he has the thing where I really liked him as Star Lord in those movies, and I
Yeah.
really like him as himself in Parks and Recreation. Like he is clearly just doing it for the money right now, like 100%. He does not
Yeah,
care
I know.
where
Like,
he's going.
but if you think about like, are they actually funny? Right? Like,
He
I mean,
was. I'm not
he
sure about now.
right. That's what I'm saying. That's why I have trouble with The Rock because The Rock now is not
Yes.
funny, right? But in hindsight, there were moments that he was. But like Burt Kreischer, I don't know if I ever like. I think I found the Machine story funny,
I'm the machine. Oh yeah, that was for the first few times you heard it. It's amazing.
but it's a story. It's not him. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah,
and that's
that's not
the
real.
issue.
What?
The same with like Steph Myers, Steve Colbert. Like, were they ever funny? Like, I don't know. I've never laughed at Steve Colbert.
Oh god. Oh, I used to think he was funny. You know who almost made the list, but I decided not to was Will Smith. This was 5 years ago, but he's just going through it. So
Yeah,
let's
I don't know if
let's
he's
give him a bone.
he's
5 years
like
ago, he was trying to be everywhere. I feel like, and now he's
yeah, but not as really like a comedic actor or a
keep my
comedian.
wife's name out your
Out your
mouth.
mouth. Ding! Right across your face. I mean, when you like compare Will Smith to I don't know Leslie Jones and
Oh god.
Mindy Kaling and Kevin James and Melissa McCarthy, like
Melissa
they're just
McCarthy. She.
they're just
You know what?
different.
You can throw her on there. I forgot she existed, which is
Yeah, no.
crazy because she has just disappeared off the face of the earth. I feel like.
Well, I think I gotta cut down the Rock. I think the Rock was too good when he was at his peak.
Mhm.
Burt Kreischer, yes. Kevin Hart, yes. Ryan Reynolds, really? Like you didn't like Ryan Reynolds at any point?
I like him, but it's just like he's getting to the rock point, dude. It's just like can you shut up? Like, oh my
I
god.
agree. I agree. I just think that he
If
probably
you
had
want to get
more
rid, if you
comedic
want to,
worth early.
if you're down to
He was
kick him
good at
off,
waiting.
I would say
Like
if you want to kick him off, I am so fine with that. Yeah, he's one I'm not like 100% dead set on, but it's just like some of these guys just need to disappear for a second. Like
yes.
I don't need them constantly in my life.
Well, that could be like an entire other bracket that maybe
Yeah,
we revisit next year where it's please get out of my life for a minute. Right?
just
Like
one.
because that would be a good one. That could be everybody, right? Because you could spread that across politics, sports. Stephen A. Smith would be a number one seed for me. Just get out of my life for a second.
Oh, that's a good one. That is.
You know what I mean? That's actually a pretty good bracket.
He's got to play poker on his phone while he's supposed to be paying attention to his ball games. No, he's got an important poker game. Was he playing like Boggle? What was the scandal with him
Oh
months ago?
no! Oh shit! Yeah. So Stephen A. Smith was obviously of ESPN fame, but
The only
he
thing
really
holding that
liked
network up.
playing Wordle, Scrabble,
Solitaire. I think it was
Solitaire. Yeah, it was a solitaire. So, and then he partnered up with some scam company that then basically was just sticking people for money on the app. And then he had to walk the whole thing back and just say, "Oh no, I don't care. I'm not." And he got caught like on the NBA sidelines playing solitaire when he's supposed to be paying attention to the game, whatever. And he's like, "Oh, I really like solitaire."
I
think the whole thing
he was tired, Rich. He was tired.
I think we're all tired. We're all tired.
I
That
guess
actually,
you can throw in for me the Kardashian family and the Jenner family, along with the Paul brothers. Never would miss them.
you know what? Like, why?
Evaporate into thin air. Get rid of them. I forgot they existed for this list too, but I hate both of them so much. So totally.
I mean, we could do. I mean, brackets upon brackets upon brackets. But why don't you? Why don't we do this?
What's yours?
We have a good solid like 16 of the, were they really funny bracket. What we could do two simultaneously. So why don't we do the were they ever funny bracket, and then we can roll that. We can just do brackets when we're bored, and then we'll roll that into the get out of my life bracket. And we'll just do that one after we're doing this. And we could do them simultaneously as we talk about the rest of the shit content.
And then they come down to face each other. Yeah, East versus West side.
That could be the end of it. That could be our brackets to close out the end of it.
This is our arc.
So Bert Kreischer, Kevin Hart, Seth Meyers, Steve Colbert. Is there anybody else that you want to throw in there?
I'm going to say the Paul brothers, Logan, Jake Paul. You can just combine them together. And then
but were they funny? Were they funny, though?
They are everywhere in my life.
Oh, well, all right. So save that for the other get out of my life bracket. Yeah. We'll separate the two. The Rock and Ryan Reynolds, get out of my life.
Yes, fair. Yep.
They're get out of my life. So that's how we'll do it. We'll do the get out of my life bracket, and then we'll do the unfunny bracket. And so we can work on one toward the other.
You know what? Who else I'm going to throw in there? Jake from State Farm. Go fuck yourself. I'm so sick of your commercials. Oh, my God.
That's a good one by you. I didn't even think about that could be commercials.
That was such a funny commercial, and now all of a sudden he's supposed to be this like nice guy. He's like, yeah, my name's Jake from State Farm. I'm a cool guy. He's going to help you out. It's like the first one was just some random dude who's like the wife thought the guy was cheap.
He was just a white dude. He was a white dude, and they asked him what he wore, and he said khakis.
Khakis?
Right.
Yeah, and then they just totally changed it up, and you're like, what is this?
Do you remember when they revisited why they changed it? And they said, oh, well.
I thought they were just looking for a handsome dude, but I'm sure there's some dumbass reason they have for
it was a throwaway commercial, and it was just Jake from State Farm, and then it was like, what are you wearing? Because she thought it was a boyfriend, and he said khakis.
It was like a dumb, funny commercial.
Khakis. Right, and that was it. And then all of a sudden, they changed it from white guy to a black dude, and then people obviously drilled down on it because they were like, I don't get it. And they were like, oh, no, well, we decided that we were going to take this campaign and we were going to make something more out of it. And because we were going to take Jake and make him into somebody more dimensional, that we needed an actor, like somebody with better acting credibility to take the role. Which I'm sure like the guy that said khakis was like, fine, fuck me.
He's probably the grip for the commercial. Yeah, some random dude.
Yeah.
Or he just curses every day like, that was me. I was Jake from State. He looks in the mirror every day.
What happened to that fucking guy?
I was Jake from State Farm. He's living my life.
And think about it, like when he hit, because that commercial was big. So for the first like 6 months to a year before they gave him the boot, people were probably like, yo, Jake, what's up, Jake? And he was like, yeah. And they were like, hey, Jake, khakis, got khakis,
State
kid.
Farm has an estimated net worth of over $5 million. Are you fucking kidding me?
Oh, I'm sure, dude. That how long has that campaign been going on now? Fucking 6 to 8 years now? It's been going forever.
The original Jake was actually a real employee named Jake Stone who did not receive anything. What the fuck?
Was it really?
Are you shitting me? Oh, this is nuts.
Then all right, I could see him not continuing on, but I mean, and then they did. I remember the first episode where they did the first commercial where they did the handoff, and they had the new Jake say khakis and all that kind of shit.
That's so dumb. That's so
dumb. I remember that whole thing. But everybody made a big beef about it because
look at that dude that played the original Jake from State Farm. That's so funny. Wow,
I can't believe he was an actual employee.
Yeah, that's so. Oh my God, sorry, Jake. Sorry, Jake, you got boned.
Oh, dude,
his name's not even
Pause.
Jake.
All right. That's it. We're wrapping up. We'll call it a wrap there. And until next week, where we'll tighten this up, we'll have the bracket on the back end, and on the front end, we'll obviously talk about, who knows, Jack Black, Anaconda.
We're going to get to the bottom of who is Jake from State Farm.
The new Stranger Things. Who knows what it could be? We don't even know. We make it up as we go. So, all right. Till then, thanks for tuning in. Will, talk to you later. Woo. Everybody else, peace. I don't know what I was doing there. I was doing whatever.
Yeah. Golden.